Field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He's back to throw on second down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the field. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On the run, it's Hope. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying trying play action. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Going up top on first down. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On the move at the 30. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Hope. Runs through a tackle. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Hurricanes are marching down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's going up top. Brings it in down the left side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown Illini! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalty.
All kinds of room to the right. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hurricane!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Feeling some heat. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Illinois. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling.
Touchdown, Fighting Illini! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner goes down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Hope. Open space at the 25. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passionate, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Touchdown Illini! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Illinois! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw, trying to get to him. Looking deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
Caught on the outside, it's Jimenez. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
A lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take...
Touchdown, Fighting Illini! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they...
He's going for a big play downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other range.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jimenez. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on second down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Hope. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some...
All by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to...
Touchdown Illini! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Skips away from pressure. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll throw it on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. He makes the connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chain's moving. It's first and goal from the 8. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Illinois lining up quickly. Looking to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defense.
A shot toward the end zone, and he intercepts it. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jesse.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.